Okay, guys, we're going to dive into number 2 on the checklist, the toolbox list. Number 2 is that every person in this world is responsible for their own actions. Why is that important? Because every cheater comes back to their beloved, to their partner, to their boo, and says, "This is your fault." This is a normal activity in a cheating. If you hadn't done this, I wouldn't have had to cheat. If you had given me more sex, I wouldn't have to cheat. That is simply not the case. That is actually disordered, and it's actually them acting out. So when we know that is an absolute common thing, it's shocking how common it is. It's almost like the cheaters all have the same playbook. But on the other hand, it's almost like the betrayed kind of sort of have the same playbook too, because we're in the middle of an abuse situation, and we're in the middle of a nuclear winter situation, and we're also in the middle of neurologically being damaged. The more we're gaslighted, the more we're talked down to, the more we're, what is the word I'm looking for? Shamed for not giving up the sex as much as they wanted or said they needed. It's all neurologically fraying basically our neurological system. Okay, it's trauma. This is a very, very big trauma. So when we're trying to heal, even if we're in the middle of it, we can't expect to be completely healing while we're in the middle of it, but we can stop any more fraying of these wires by saying, this person had a choice. They did not have to betray their family, their spouse, the finances of the family, embarrassing the family. Let's talk about that. They had a different choice. They are responsible for their own behavior. They were negligent and they made a choice. That's the crux of it. Whether or not you were participating in XYZ, as they say, doesn't even matter, because they could have made a choice. They could have made a different choice not to cheat on you, or they could have ended the relationship, got counseling. You guys could have got counseling. Anything else could have happened, but it didn't. They took your voice. They took everything away from you. They didn't give you a chance to weigh in on it. They took it from you. So we have to understand, as the betrayed person here in this situation, that we cannot accept the blame, because it isn't us. No matter what was happening in the relationship, they made a choice. And I have sat with women who said, yeah, but there's always two sides of it. There's always two sides of it. Tracy, there's always two sides of it. You don't know. What were you doing? Okay. The continual gaslighting of other people to the victim or the survivor, if you will, of the abuse is always just really frustrating to me. It really makes me angry, because if I had been asked, I would have said, no, I do not want you to cheat on me so that you can blow my world up and make me afraid of not having a place to live and all of the things that come crashing down around you when the moment you realize what you thought was real and good wasn't. They took your voice. So when a person gaslights you and says, you don't know, you should have done XYZ, it's no one's business. What you need to know is every person on this planet is responsible for their own actions, period. So number 1, it was all about you. Now it's all about you. 2, they are responsible for the decision they made to betray, to cheat, to hurt the family, to hurt you. They made that decision, and they walked in with their eyes open doing it. They know what was going to happen. Okay. So we have to, again, keep reminding ourselves that it's not our fault, and that they have to be responsible and own up to their own party in this. Okay. It's not time for us to talk about, what did I do? What was my role in this? This is not the time. This is the toolbox.